Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. Welcome to the ultimate compilation of what happens when entitlement meets reality. Protesters talk, argue, and occasionally get taught hard lessons, sometimes by the law, sometimes by pepper spray. FAFO, folks, and it's glorious. We're kicking things off strong with a woman who thought spitting on Border Patrol vehicles was free speech, until it turned into a free ride in handcuffs.
Step back. She hit a vehicle. Get back
She spit on Border Patrol vehicles and seemed surprised when she was arrested. Turns out government property doesn't care about your feelings, and protest doesn't come with immunity. Actions happened. Consequences followed. Next up, a liberal explains why punching people you find annoying is totally fine.
Wow.
You did deserve to get punched in the face.
I deserve to be punched. Why?
Every time.
Why?
Because you're annoying. And you're agitating.
So if I think that you're annoying, should I be able to do whatever I want to you? I don't want to touch you.
Oh, okay. Neither do I.
Yeah, because that's illegal to assault someone.
Sure. Yeah, that's
So that's totally fine to just assault people you disagree with?
if you deserve it, yes.
What did I say that it was?
Being a.
What did I say?
You were agitating.
What did I say since you know it all?
You were agitating.
How?
You were agitating.
But
How?
You were agitating.
I feel like you're agitating.
I am agitating you guys.
So what? Would I be okay to punch you in the face?
Punch me in the face.
I would never
Punch
do
me.
that.
Punch me in the face.
I would not. That's my
Punch
point.
me.
That-
Okay.
Then she was
So
going to
one
jail.
one thing doesn't equal. Just because you're angry at somebody doesn't mean you could assault them.
That's
Just
that's your
why you guys are
opinion.
losing
That's your
on
it's not an opinion. It's the law. It's the law.
You choose violence. This is
Sometimes
why Trump
violence is the
won.
only answer.
This is why Trump won.
Sometimes people like y'all deserve to get kirked.
Yeah. Oh, get kirked. Do you think we should get kirked?
You should get kirked. Yeah. You should.
I should get kirked.
You should all get.
Say it again.
Get kirked. You should all get kirked. Woo! Get kirked.
Dude, where do you work? You're gonna lose your job now.
Go ahead.
You're gonna lose your job.
He will not. He will not. You're telling me to get kirked? Get kirked. Yes, get kirked. Wow. I'm sorry. You like people in your face?
This exchange is a live demonstration of modern protest logic. Violence is wrong. Unless someone is annoying, then it's apparently justified. The interviewer calmly explains that assault is illegal, while the protester treats the law like a personal suggestion. Bonus points for ending the argument with threats of job loss. Very peaceful. This time out on a street corner near a small market, a quiet act of vandalism turns into instant consequences. Thinking no one was looking, the man casually damages a parked car and tries to walk it off. Bad timing. The owner steps out, sees everything, and reacts without hesitation. What follows is fast and decisive. One reckless choice ends with regret on the ground and a clear reminder that sneaky actions rarely stay unseen. Taking a darker turn from street scuffles, this clip shows how cruelty can follow someone far longer than they expect. What begins as mocking a disabled stranger quickly spirals into public outrage, legal trouble, and irreversible consequences. The footage spreads, identities surface, and accountability hits from every direction. Courtrooms replace bravado, freedom disappears, and the aftermath proves that some actions don't just backfire once. They keep coming back until the damage is final. Now switching to a crowded bus ride, a small act of provocation turns into a public clash much faster than expected. What starts as repeated unwanted touching seems playful to one person, but it crosses a line. Once the standing passenger realizes what's happening, patience disappears. The reaction is loud, direct, and unmistakable. No punches are thrown, yet the message lands hard. Sometimes meeting your match means being forced to stop immediately. Then, inside a small corner store late at night, a loud conflict crosses from talk into consequences.
You getting me a pad like this is not my hood. I just get off and good. I anybody in my pad. I will anybody in my pad. See what I'm talking about.
The shouting starts immediately, with threats flying and personal space disappearing fast. The employee stays still, listens, and gives every chance for it to end peacefully. Once the yelling turns into direct danger, restraint is gone. One clean punch ends the chaos on the spot, reminding everyone that intimidation only works until someone refuses to tolerate it. In this clip, inside a small convenience store, confidence built on intimidation runs straight into real experience. The helmet and swagger sell a sense of control, stepping close and making demands like fear is guaranteed. Calm says nothing and waits. The moment hands get involved, everything changes. One sharp strike ends the attempt instantly, and the so-called robber is left on the floor while the professional walks out like it was business as usual. At another moment in a quiet suburban neighborhood, crossing the wrong line brings instant consequences.
You do to my house, huh? What the you think you're gonna do in my goddamn house? Leave my now. Leave my get fucked up. You want to stay me? I said, we go. Don't come back to my goddamn house.
What starts as a chase turns into a serious mistake the second the door gets forced open. The reaction is immediate and overwhelming. Strong words and sheer presence send the intruder running, proving some boundaries only need to be crossed once to be learned. Elsewhere, captured on an old security camera outside a bar, a group mistakes calm for weakness and pays for it immediately. Following, taunting, and posturing feel safe when numbers are on your side. What they miss is experience. The moment hands come forward, the response is surgical. Two clean combinations drop two men in seconds, and the rest freeze in place. Silence says it all. Some skills don't fade, even years later. Over in a small retail shop caught on CCTV, another bully learns that intimidation has limits. He walks in looking for trouble and immediately targets someone smaller, shoving him for no reason. That's when an old man steps forward and the entire situation flips. The aggressor ends up on the floor, suddenly begging instead of boasting. Now things escalate fast as peaceful protest turns into open support for violent revolution, somehow in defense of deporting criminals.
So you think it's a smart idea to show up to a lawful operation of deportation with a loaded gun to try to protest and prevent the deportation? You think that's like vigilante justice? You think that's normal? Now we support that.
I think a couple things. One, I'm not going to condemn like a violent revolution. I am in all support of violent revolution.
Oh, wow. Okay. You think we should have a violent revolution to prevent the deportation of illegal aliens from America? We should have a violent revolution to prevent rapists and criminals and murderers from being deported from the country. Wow.
90% of all the people that ICE has caught had no criminal conviction.
Except entering the country illegally, which is a criminal act.
Not raping or murdering. Entering the country is not a criminal conviction.
No, it's not criminal.
It's a civil offense.
Okay.
The same way that like having a DUI or something like that is
Okay. They're hunting down people who broke the laws and sending them out of the country. You need to deport people that are not in the country legally. ICE is doing a legal thing. They're not breaking any laws by enforcing the laws of the United States.
This argument boils down to one idea: hurting yourself to defend people who knowingly broke the law. The liberal calls it revolution. Everyone else calls it unnecessary and stupid. ICE enforces the law, and choosing violence over disagreement doesn't make you righteous. It just makes you another problem the law has to deal with. And here's a classic FAFO moment. Blocking ICE operations and discovering pepper spray is, in fact, very spicy.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick. Oh my, stop. Collaborate and
This entitled anti-ICE activist decided her presence was more important than clear space and got a direct pepper spray education. If you stand in the path of a moving operation and wonder why force happens, this clip is the perfect answer. Turns out obstruction comes with its own seasoning. Same question, new volunteer. Support deported offenders in theory, panic in practice.
We're just trying to bring back people who are deported by ICE, undocumented people, to get them back to America. Could we ask you for your signature of support?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I live in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and I'm involved in a group that's doing that every day.
Specifically, Darwin Vasquez Ramos, who was deported, he was arrested in Maryland by ICE. We do have to disclose, though, he was convicted of third-degree offense, but we think he deserves a second chance to come back to America. Right?
Hypothetically, yes, but
you want to bring him back?
I want to bring everybody back that's been improperly detained or arrested. ICE is not obeying the law. It's unconstitutional.
Should we bring back convicted offenders, though, that were deported?
That's a harder question for me.
Okay.
I can't say yay or nay. I can only say it would. If I were in a jury, it would depend on the circumstances. I got to get in this car.
Okay, I don't want to hold you up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Meet the ultimate thought experiment. Agree in principle to anything, but bail the moment specifics appear. Our volunteer nods enthusiastically for second chances until the abstract becomes real-life roommates with felony records. FAFO proves yet again, convictions are fine until you're personally inconvenienced. Up next, a calm conversation where one side has emotions, the other has facts, and the media narrative quietly falls apart.
You support ICE?
Yes, sir.
Why so?
I support ICE because we should deport anybody violating federal law.
All right. Well, they're violating federal law, but just deporting them is one thing. But what ICE is doing is completely different. They're not just deporting them. They've been taking kids. They've been taking pregnant women. They've been gassing protesters. I just don't think it's right. I mean,
gassing rioters and left-wing agitators.
I just don't think.
I think that we should make a clear distinction between the two. And the matter of the 5-year-old that you're talking about, do you know what happened with that situation?
Well, the parents were going home. They crossed through a protest. The protest was being gassed.
No, you have it all wrong. ICE was targeting the individual, the father, that was in the car with the kid. They pulled him over, basically. They trapped him. He left his car. He started running. Where was the kid now? Kid's outside of the car in the road by himself. Now, the ICE officer goes out, and that's where you have the photo of him behind the kid, and it looks like he's being detained. And that's when you have the media and the rhetoric going, there's a 5-year-old being detained by ICE, and yet none of us actually believe that because we actually saw the video before.
The protesters' arguments collapse faster than their narrative. Kids, protests, and gassing swirl into confusion while they keep trying to sound righteous. The MAGA man calmly points out the actual sequence of events, leaving the protester to shout at shadows. FAFO in action. Think twice before ignoring facts. And here we see a protester passionately protesting something.
Why are you out here protesting ICE in Philadelphia?
I mean, it feels like Nazi Germany all over again, you know? So I feel like what they're doing, ICE particularly, per se, is just uncalled for. Like, who are you to say, what's the word? I don't know, I can't really think straight right now, but I'm having a hard time thinking of an answer right now. So.
Just as soon, the protester clearly has a strong opinion, but the words just aren't cooperating. Each pause feels like a suspenseful cliffhanger, except the suspense is wasted on everyone. Watching her search for a word is more dramatic than any argument she's actually making. Coming up, unlimited compassion for criminals right up until someone asks you to house one in your spare bedroom.
We're trying to bring back people who were deported by ICE. Can we get your signature for our petition? Oh, thank you so much. Specifically, we're trying to bring back Omar Barojas Aranas. We have to tell you, though, he was convicted of kidnapping and possession of drugs. Is that okay? We still want to get him back.
Okay, yeah.
I think he deserves a second chance, right?
Of course, we all did.
Would you be able to take him in? Like, if he comes back, we get him back? You wouldn't be able to take him in? Okay, no problem. Specifically, we're trying to get back Darwin Vasquez Ramos. He was deported in Maryland this week. And we do have to disclose, he was convicted of third-degree offense, but, you know, he deserves a second chance, we think, right?
Yeah, I agree. What, can you take them in?
Yeah, are you able to, so if you agree that we should bring him back, can you take him in when we finally get him back?
Here
Would you be able to, like, house him for a while?
I'm not sure. I think I'm actually running late for a meeting.
Oh, okay. Don't want to hold you up. Thank you.
The hypothetical feminist commentary. Wow, she supports ICE deportees, including a offender, and she's ready to house them. This is exactly why we need background checks on volunteers. Our lady thinks she's doing good. FAFO proves she's playing with fire, and a few life lessons are about to RSVP. Elsewhere in a parking lot under bright lights, another heated exchange proves how fast intimidation can fall apart.
Just leave our customer. Right, go in.
What, you think you're Scottish?
No,
you think you're
stop.
bad? Oh, you up.
Hey, look! Oh.
Don't threaten me.
Go on, go on.
Don't threaten me.
The confrontation is loud and crowded, with threats filling the air and friends trying to pull someone back. One man stays planted, silent, and unshaken. The moment a clear threat is made, the response is immediate. A single headbutt flips the dynamic, sending the aggressor away, and suddenly he's focused on leaving instead of posturing. This time outside a building where tempers were already high, this encounter shows what happens when intimidation meets professional restraint. The shirtless guy walks in puffed up, selling intimidation with posture alone. Words turn into movement, and a wild punch follows. That's when the dynamic shifts completely. A quick level change, a powerful lift, and the fight is over on the pavement. Strength without control fades fast when experience steps in. Meanwhile, inside a crowded Walmart late at night, reckless shouting finally collides with real authority. At first, the noise and posturing push shoppers to keep their distance. Then a calm bystander steps forward without matching the energy. The yelling keeps going, confidence stays loud, and judgment disappears. The moment the aggressor lunges, the response is immediate. One clean strike ends the outburst and leaves the aisle silent. This next one is generosity with conditions, until a bus full of reality pulls up.
So you would do anything for like all the illegals and stuff?
I think we have to be fair.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
What guys?
There you go.
Yeah. I don't understand what this is all about.
Blame immigration. They're gonna move into your house.
They are not.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to support everyone now.
That I don't.
No, they're
Guys,
not violent. They're not violent. They're good. They're
no, hop it! Like, just like you guys did before.
Thank you very much.
Can they stay for dinner? Wait. Sorry. Well, we have your signature.
This is the funniest thing I have ever seen. All smiles and virtue signaling until the what-if scenario arrives on wheels. Suddenly, supporting illegal immigrants isn't so cute when it might involve your living room. The universe just dropped the mic. Up next, a debate where one side brings vague horror stories and the other keeps asking for receipts.
Tell me, why are you so in favor of criminals being in this country?
I just told you that 70% of the people that Trump is supporting literally are not convicted criminals for interior removal. I mean, I don't understand.
You really buy into that narrative that little grandmas are walking around. Oh my God. Oh, let's get grandma. Let's kick her out of the country.
That's literally what they're doing.
That's not what they're doing. Say one case like that.
Of what? Of
one case of the little grandma standing at the taco stand getting deported. You can't cite it. There we go. There we go. You can't cite.
Are you denying the fact that?
No. I'm holding you to account because that's the narrative you're just running with, and then you can't cite a specific example.
What I'm telling you.
Again, this man is deeply disingenuous. Thank God you're out of politics. We don't need more lying politicians like you. I'm running for Congress too. I'm actually still in the race. We need people who tell the truth. We don't need liars like you. You should be ashamed. No, seriously, dude.
Meet the art of debating without facts. Claim ICE is rounding up sweet old grandmas. Flail when asked for proof. Repeat the same narrative louder. Meanwhile, the MAGA man just asks for specifics, and reality quietly shows up to the party. And now, a Trump hater who's absolutely furious, just not entirely sure why.
I'm a big, strong woman. I'm that scary trans they warned you about. I'm ready to fight back.
What's the worst thing that Trump did so far?
It's so much of a blur. Honestly, it's...
What's just one?
Sorry, I do have a concussion. Give me a second.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Where'd they go? I gotta get back up to my group.
All right, thank you. That's a big scary woman.
A big scary woman.
All the fire, none of the footnotes. He shows up ready for battle, but the moment facts are requested, the script crashes. Hatred fueled by groupthink doesn't survive follow-up questions, and this interview proves it in real time. Turns out the scary woman's courage has an exit strategy. Next up, a tense standoff on a narrow staircase turns from loud talk into a hard lesson.
Can we not talk while I'm standing here and you standing down there? Listen, you listen. I just need you to turn and go down. Keep walking up.
Listen, mother. I ain't trying to fight you.
All right, go downstairs.
No.
The man below keeps running his mouth, trying to flip the power dynamic with noise and insults. Clear warnings go ignored, distance disappears, and patience runs out. One word draws the line. Once it's crossed, the response is immediate. A single strike sends the instigator tumbling, proving bravado means nothing without control. In this clip, tension inside a retail aisle snaps in an instant after shouting turns physical. The argument is loud, faces are close, and boundaries disappear fast. One slap changes the situation immediately. There's no chasing and no extra swings, just a single reaction meant to create space. The fall says everything the shouting couldn't, leaving the store quiet and the lesson painfully clear. In this case, the story starts long before the first punch is thrown, with disrespect turning a professional fight into something personal. At the face-off, the taunting looks playful, but it keeps pushing past the line. Calm turns into warning, warning turns into confidence, and confidence turns into showmanship once the cage door closes. When the opening finally appears, it ends instantly. The knockout isn't just a win, it's a statement about what happens when mockery meets elite skill. Here's a bold take. No punishment, no deterrence, no border crisis. Trust me, bro.
What should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
I think because the system is not set up entirely perfectly and properly, that there shouldn't be a punishment.
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't.
So no punishment, meaning no deterrence, meaning border crisis. We do what we did the last 4 years, where it's everyone just bum rushes the border because there's no consequence once you come in.
People that are here illegally per se are not by any means wrong for being here because that process is set up so poorly. That would be my take on it.
Right. And no punishment for coming in illegally, meaning you're encouraging more, because if we were to follow that train of thought, right? No punishment, meaning, okay, you come in and it doesn't matter what happens, so you're going to encourage people to come in, aren't you? Because you're talking about how hard it is to come legally.
If you don't make a route to entering the country legally, a good route to go through, then of course people are going to break the law.
Well, they're not doing it right now. It's the border crisis evaporated, so that doesn't really hold up, does it?
I mean, I don't.
Because we still have the same process. In fact, it's even harder to come legally right now. But there's no border crisis right now.
I respectfully disagree with that. I don't
I'm
think
sorry. What do you disagree
too
with?
much has changed as far as a border crisis.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I appreciate talking with you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time.
She's rooting for border chaos, but can't tell you why. Her go-to, the legal route, is too hard, so bypass it. Difficulty in paperwork isn't a moral argument, it's just an excuse to advocate for lawlessness while calling it empathy. And we close with the timeless classic, harass a stranger, ignore warnings, and learn the hard way why personal space exists.
You might want to repark your car, though. I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Hey! Don't touch my stuff. Man. Do not touch my stuff.
What's wrong with you?
What are you doing? Don't touch my stuff again. That's what you get for putting your hands on people. That's where I'll find out.
At 70, most people are avoiding chaos to keep their heart rates down, but not her. She dove headfirst into drama like a rebellious teen, and got a face full of pepper spray as a reminder that immaturity has no age limit. Some lessons just demand attention, no matter your years. Now, in a casual restaurant setting, disrespect built on assumptions turns into a fast reality check. Trying to impress friends, the younger guy confuses age with weakness and keeps pushing. The response stays measured and controlled. The moment he stands up, the situation flips. Experience and balance take over, and within seconds, the bully is grounded and quiet, learning that confidence without skill doesn't last long. Check this one. Unchecked aggression collides with quiet control.
But who you running from though? You running from that little bitch? Cause I will rock your mother fat bitch ass. I'll show you a.
Oh.
The response stays calm and effortless. Without throwing a punch or saying much at all, one smooth movement changes everything. Balance is lost, pride goes with it, and the situation ends in laughter instead of violence. Elsewhere on a busy street in Brazil, a getaway attempt turns into a full stop when speed meets skill. The thief thinks he's clear, backpack in hand and space ahead. What he doesn't see is a trained jiu-jitsu fighter cutting off the angle. One sprint, one clean intercept, and gravity does the rest. The slam is instant, control follows, and help arrives. No chaos, no panic, just technique shutting down a bad decision in seconds. This is what happens when confidence gets mistaken for dominance. One guy runs his mouth and pushes limits. The other stays calm and fully aware. One bad decision changes everything fast. In moments, the bully finds out that quiet people are often the most dangerous to underestimate. Next up, a loud argument turns into a harsh reality check when intimidation meets real composure. The guy in black keeps closing the gap, talking tough and trying to control the moment. The other man barely reacts and stays focused. As soon as that space disappears, everything changes. Sharp strikes end it quickly, proving that patience and awareness beat empty posturing every time. Shifting to a city sidewalk outside a late-night bar, this confrontation shows how arrogance collapses when it meets real restraint. One man keeps pressing forward, talking loud and putting on a show, convinced intimidation will win the moment. The other gives space, stays focused, and waits. When the taunts turn into a challenge, it ends immediately. One precise strike settles everything, and the noise stops just as fast as it started. Inside a packed stadium where emotions already run high, one aggressive move turns a loud confrontation into instant regret. Charging over seats and getting in someone's face might look intimidating to a crowd, but it only works until real resistance shows up. Once hands are thrown, the response is immediate and overwhelming. A few sharp punches send the instigator stumbling backward, leaving shocked spectators watching a tough act fall apart in seconds. And staying on that intellectual high note, here's a protester who knows exactly what a woman is, except when you ask them to define it.
Do you like my sprout?
Yes. I think you look very brave and progressive and a very strong, independent woman.
I'm not a woman. I'm non-binary.
Okay. You are a woman.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then what is a woman?
A woman is whatever a woman wants to be, because
what is that?
Has power to do whatever she wants.
How do you know if you don't know what a woman is?
Do you know what a woman is?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Tell me what a woman is.
A woman is a woman.
What that is what?
A person who calls themselves a woman.
Calls themselves what?
A woman.
Which is
a woman.
Which is
a woman.
This clip is less an argument and more a demonstration of circular reasoning in real time. A woman is defined as someone who identifies as a woman, which is then defined as a woman. No biology, no criteria, just confidence. Eventually, the conversation doesn't end. It simply runs out of meaning. Now watch this man celebrate his own argument like he won a Nobel Prize, only to immediately realize he just played himself.
Say someone breaks into your house and is threatening to kill, are you married or?
Yes.
Say someone threatens to kill your wife, your child, and it is either you die or they die.
You have the right to protect yourself.
Exactly.
And in the process, if you have to kill them, yes.
Exactly. Okay.
So the right to self-defense.
I got him! I got him! I got him!
Come back, focus. Okay, your zinger wasn't good. Here's the deal.
You see that, bro? Bro said you're. Bro, I got it. Clip farm that.
You did. We will show all of that. So self-defense. I believe in self-defense.
You believe? Okay, self-defense. A lot of the abortion conversation comes in from that exact same point of self-defense.
No human being in the womb. So abortion, when you were in your mother's womb, your intention was not to harm her or anyone else.
I didn't have any intention because I wasn't sentient.
Right, sure, but you were human in the womb.
I was not sentient.
So the self-defense argument doesn't work because you're not trying to kill anyone. So all the jumping around is just you celebrating a dumb argument.
The liberal here is doing the intellectual equivalent of juggling invisible balls. They confidently pivot from life or death self-defense to fetal sentience, as if each leap makes sense on its own. The result is a performance full of energy and very little clarity, proof that confidence sometimes substitutes for reasoning. This time, a routine workout suddenly turns tense when ego gets mixed into the wrong space. One guy thinks size and attitude give him control of the gym, stepping in close and trying to run someone off a bench. There's no arguing back and no trash talk, just a sudden shift in momentum. In seconds, technique replaces intimidation, and the so-called bully is left on the floor wondering what just happened. To close things out, this street fight shows how arrogance can collapse in a single moment. The smaller guy puts on a show, yelling, posturing, and refusing every chance to walk away. Warnings get ignored, and the performance keeps going. Then reality steps in. One clean punch ends the act instantly, leaving silence, shocked faces, and a hard reminder that size, timing, and restraint matter more than noise. Every clip here proves the same lesson. Intimidation is fragile, and it only works until someone refuses to fold. If you enjoyed this breakdown of real consequences, subscribe for more moments where reality checks ego.